turn now to another part of Elon Musk's empire. As Praz mentioned, it's Twitter. Musk welcomed back Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye, and yes, former President Donald Trump. Situation for Twitter certainly hasn't improved over the last few weeks. Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Dan Howley. Dan, we should mention the former president saying, thanks, but no thanks, essentially. I'm not going back. But there are other concerns that have now popped up for Twitter, partly, some would argue, because of the mass exodus we've seen.
Yeah, as far as Trump goes, yeah, he does say that he's going to be sticking to his Truth Social. So, we'll see how long that lasts, considering the widespread kind of ability to reach people that he can have on Twitter. Kanye West or Ye coming back and immediately tweeting shalom, which, come on, guy. But as far as the overall capabilities of Twitter, we're starting to see some issues creep up. Over the weekend, we saw a number of people continue to leave the company. At one point, Elon Musk had tweeted out kind of a whiteboard of how he wants Twitter 2.0 to function. But, as we saw that, there were copyright issues that were just getting through the system. And so I was able to see someone post the entire movie Avatar in 2-minute chunks via threads on the platform. And you're not supposed to be able to do that. I did not go through all of the threads because it's probably 1 million long considering how long that movie is, but I digress. This is something that usually shouldn't happen on Twitter. And so, it was up for, I think, around 2 days. And then finally I saw it come down. But other movies, Fast and the Furious were up there, Hackers were up there, and people were just posting them without issue. They've finally been taken down as, part of the copyright problem. But, this is something that we might continue to see, where Twitter is continuing to run into these walls just because of how few people they have. Remember, as soon as Elon Musk took over, he got rid of half the workforce, and then he had that ultimatum saying that people needed to be, hardcore, and, that if they didn't sign up onto that idea, that they were effectively resigning. And so reports are that hundreds of people ended up leaving because of that. So, this is kind of a company that's shed thousands of workers in such short order that, they may not have been able to prepare for that kind of just loss. And so now the company is effectively trying to continue to operate, but, essentially with a skeleton crew.
Dan, we've already seen a number of big advertisers leave the platform, saying they're just not comfortable with the direction of where Twitter is going. When you talk about the latest developments, the problems that have popped up over the weekend, what is that likely to mean for the advertising side moving forward?
Yeah, I don't think advertisers are coming back anytime soon after this. Obviously, we had a number stepping back. We had GM. We had Eli Lilly. That was a big deal because that was when the ability to verify your account by paying $7.99 or $8 per month was still available. And so someone had impersonated the Eli Lilly account with that verified badge and said that insulin would be free. That could have affected its stock price, as we saw it drop, as well as some other drug makers. GM, as I said, United, Audi, Volkswagen. So it's really kind of something where these advertisers want to be able to trust a company, and Elon Musk isn't really doing that. He isn't getting the trust back, and he doesn't seem to really care about ads that much. He said in the past, he did have kind of a Q&A where he was saying that he was going to try to improve the atmosphere there, and he wants Twitter to be warm and welcoming. But then he continues to kind of just tweet his stream of conscious kind of personality that he has there. And, you can't imagine that advertisers look at that and say, this is a good idea. I want my brand attached to this.
Yeah, caution, the word of the game, the word associated with Twitter right now, at least. Dan Howley, thanks so much for that.